Hey, yo, what's up? You know what it is. Your boy TDG in the building. Gaming's #1 dope, man. DOAJ special edition talking about that Persona 4 arena. Man, I really just wanted to just get on camera for a reason that will not be named and something that will, and just kind of describe, you know, that finally after watching all of that Persona footage, and goddamn it, there are a lot of it, and there's a reason why you hardly see none on DOAJ the Dojo, because A, there's too fucking much, and B, I caught a copyright strike for one, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this shit. So I just said, fuck the whole thing. And if cats want to go out, and, you know, with your inflated YouTube numbers and go upload videos, but shit you having copyright strike for, and you want to keep doing it, man, knock yourself the fuck out. I'm not gonna do that shit. So, you know, that's the legitimate explanation about why you do not see a lot of Persona 4 from me. Because I caught a copyright strike for one, and don't know why. I don't know if it was actually art system work. I don't know if it was a hating ass motherfucker. I don't know. But I can't take this chance now that I'm a YouTube partner, and even before then, because I didn't want to lose my damn channel, because I got infinite time on that motherfucker, and I'm like, I can't upload the videos that I want to upload if I don't have infinite time. So, you know, you gotta fall back and do what it is. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Persona 4 and how I had to approach it, is that I have to approach things differently, because most of y'all that watch my videos, that our aims of what we go for and look for in a fighting game are very different. And let me explain how. For you probably gonna go to a tournament, game with your friends, get online. I don't do none of that shit, because I have completely lost hope in humanity and a whole bunch of other stuff that don't really matter. But the point is that I don't play games for competition anymore. I don't even see the damn reason why. I'm like, I could get into the politics and shit, but that's a 2-hour video, and I'm not gonna subject you to that. But the point of the matter is this: the long and short of it, throwback triple could have used a fighting game community like this now, but I didn't have one. So I had to take what I could get. The little arcade love I got when I spent my Saturdays and Sundays at my local arcade and shit. And you know, and that was the thing that, you know, you played Marvel 2, you played SCC Chaos, you played Capcom vs. SNK 2, and you learned to get better. You took that shit to the crib, you labbed it up and did this and did that. But because it wasn't really no big tournaments, and I didn't know really a lot about the community until a lot later, is that I missed out on a lot of stuff that, you know, that maybe my aim would be a lot different if I didn't. But I tried, but I understand that, you know, what my thing is and what your thing is, they're two different things. You want to compete, and I've just decided to be a scientist and then a teacher, to throw back what I learned because of the way I come and learn games, and put it on wax and let y'all know what's really good. And it what works for me. It does. It really will work for me, because I'm able to look at it differently. That I'm not looking at it as I'm gonna go out and use it. I'm looking at it as I'm gonna take this information and I'm gonna share it, and hopefully somebody else will take that information and go out there and use it. So, like I say, all that stuff that everybody else do, I'm not really with it no more, because I logically don't see the damn point. So, if you're still with me here, the long and short of all that is gaming #1 dope, man. Is the gaming community's #1 scientist, because I get into these games, I lab it the fuck up, I take notes, I do this and I do that, and I push out crack. That's why when I review a fighting game, motherfuckers like, how the fuck do you know that shit? Because I spend hours and hours and hours on fucking research and learning and experimenting and trying and playing until something comes right, and I'm able to document that and do that. And how I approached Persona 4 day one was no different. I picked over the span of a couple hours, I picked every single character, found a wiki with all their moves, and a couple, and just we took all that and just experimented with learning combos. And honestly, what I found was our system does what our system work does, and they always do. No matter what kind of fighting game project that they bring out, character diversity, and Arc System Works is the best in the game, man. I'm like, there really is, when it comes to how characters work and how they do and how they interact, there is no second to Arc System Works when it comes to that. And Persona 4, just like Blade Blue, just like Guilty Gear, just like Hokuto no Ken, just like Sengoku Basara Cross, and any other thing that they made a fighting game out of, character diversity. And definitely in Persona 4, when you add personas plus a character, is that every character has to be different. That, like, for example, Labyrinth and Shadow Labyrinth, Dark spread off of another character. They got similar moves, but how they get from point A to point B is way fucking different. And talking about Labyrinth, I'm very surprised at her that I'm manning her ass. I have to, because I was just going through, with each of the characters, like, trying to see what their thing was, because I don't want to use the word gimmick. I don't want to, because using the word gimmick downplays what Arc System Works does, and I don't want to downplay or disrespect that, but everybody on the roster has their thing, and that it's not Super Dragon Ball Z where you have this, and that, and you can do what you want within these confines. When it comes to characters and their personas, they're given a thing. Your job is to figure out what that thing is, to take all that, what that thing are, dissect it, figure out the best tools for how you want to play that character, and then do it. It's either every character has some kind of rush down potential, but some characters are better suited for the zone. That's mainly characters like Teddy and possibly Mitsuru to a degree, but she's more of a trap character when it comes to setting up ice mirrors and whatnot. The same for Naoto is that, Naoto can do it all, and I'm thinking about playing her too, because she can rush down, she can zone with her gun, she can set traps and shit, she can do whatever she needs to. And it's like, and when somebody playing Naruto correctly, just like when the game first came out, everybody was thinking Naruto was broke as shit. She ain't as broke as shit as she was, but that girl is still dangerous. That detective girl is still fucking dangerous. Do not get me wrong. I popped up on Twitter that I played with Akihiko, and I was like, this nigga's the truth. I'm like, cause honestly, I just came in, was like, my whole goal is, and I'm going to say, I wanted to find Persona 4's Ragnar. That's what I wanted to do. That was my initial thing. That I just wanted to find somebody that had a whole bunch of options to get in that culo and do what it does. And at that time, when I posted that on Twitter, when I was talking about Sky Pilgrim, we'll get into that in a minute, is that I wanted to find somebody that could get that rush down and ugly. And I played with Akihiko early when I was doing my experimentation and going through the characters. I like Akihiko, and I might play as him, but I'm right now, as I make this video, I am very, very, very leaning towards Labyrinth. I am very leaning towards Labyrinth, possibly Kanji, you know what I'm saying? Possibly, because it's like, I was initially just going to play Chie, because she's fucking Jan Kubaderi, but it was just something about her records and rushdowns that didn't quite click with me. So it's like, and then I played with Akihiko, and Akihiko was more my speed of trying to get in and just punch the shot at you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, hey, she cool, but I ain't really into that flight mode shit. I'm like, if I want to play Sentinel, I'll go play Marvel. I'll go do that. Not saying that, that she's a bad character, but it's just like, that's just not me. That's not my speed. Yu Narukami, he's Ryu, damn it. He's your Ryu, he's your Philia, he's the dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want to mash some buttons and play with normal characters, you can do that. The same with Yosuke a little bit, but he has a quicker rush down, but he don't do as much damage. But I like his rush down, and I'm like, I see myself in the future, like, once the game roll out more, that probably in a couple of months from now, if I happen to make a video, I might not even be playing as Labyrinth, because trust me, it's probably people right now in the damn lab trying to figure out this Persona 4 Arena shit in AR, and I don't really know, exactly what I want to do yet, but everybody got something cool. I like Yukiko. I like her because she's more dependent on Persona, but God, the girl can do some damage. I'm like, the whole cast is just on beast mode, and just that right now, I'm just loving Labrys, and I'm just loving, smacking people with a giant fucking axe. I don't know, I'm not really into Shadow Labrys like that. I like Labrys and her axe gauge, because she can get some real nasty air combos, once you get that axe to level 5. So like I say, day one probably ain't gonna be the same as day 10 or day 50 or day 100. I don't know what's going to change about how I'm going to approach it, but I'm going to have fun studying and learning this game and trying to figure out the game intricacies so I can share it with you, because that's what I do. And I think that about wraps up this little tirade. So before we get out of here, a couple of yeah, I was gonna do something on Fighting with Magic, but because of what happened with that leak and whatnot, I'm not going to. I respect Main 6 and their goal to make a great fighting game, and I played it. I played their alleged broken mess, and it's a fine broken mess, and I like it. But I don't want to disrespect them, because there are so many technical questions I want to ask about that game, but they won't answer them. And it's like, my hacking skills aren't that good when it comes to hacking video games to even find out the information that I want to know. So I'm like, I might as well just wait for the full version to come out, and then I can answer all. I can get those questions answered, which will help me study the game better. And then I can put out something for real. So I wanted to do that, but it didn't go that. Remember, I told y'all a while back that I had a plan to do something. That plan was initially to play the Dreamcast version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and the PSX one, and then review it on the way to playing Persona 4 Arena. You know what happened a week later? Capcom announced the HD version, and I was just like, might as well just wait for that. I might as well just wait for that. So that went down in smoke. Other things. Run that Rex to be back. I will be finishing out Mario very soon. It's just that I just don't have the energy to play the damn game at the moment, and I only got 2 more worlds to go. I will be playing Rider Generation 2 once I finish Mario, and once people figure out how to unlock shit, so that I'm able to play a full game and explain to you what the hell's going on, because it's all in fucking Japanese. What else? Make sure that when you watching my videos and shit like this, you got your ad blockers off. Niggas need this YouTube money. Actually, for me, it's game money, Kool-Aid money, food money, Roman noodle money. I need that money. So make sure you watch this video with the ads off. You can skip them after 5 seconds. I just need y'all to just plop that little clink in the butt. See, this way I don't have to look like an asshole and I'm starting a Kickstarter for some shit, so give me some money. There are some things that you give money to, some things you don't, so I'm not really with asking people for money, because I go get my own shit. No raffles, no bullshit like that. So just make sure, keep your ad blockers off, when you watch certain videos, and so I can get this YouTube money. Make sure you hitting up Diary of a Blog Whore, clicking the ads and shit, so I can get more of that blog money. We get it the fucking. Make sure www.blogspot.com, @RexSoprano on Twitter. tinyurl.com/triple-the-guy. Make sure you follow me and doing all that stuff, and blah 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 blah. Let me see, is there anything else, because I don't have a lot of time left. I'm trying to think. Well, I think that's it. Enjoy Persona 4 Arena. I'll probably be putting up some footage soon, maybe, I don't know, I'm not really sure about how or when or if or whatever. Next major games, you got Tekken Tag 2, and you got Dead or Alive Masturbate Part 5 or whatever. But, it is your boy Triple the Guy, aka Gamer's #1 Dope Man. Thank you for spending these 15 minutes with your boy. Remember, ad block is off, YouTube money, Diary of a Vlog Whore, click money. We get it the fuck in. You know what it is, TDG, man. I'm out of here. I love bad.